Oh, what's up, guys? AW here, Aaron Ward. What's up? Yeah, you know this. I need a good intro. I need a new intro, don't you think? Yeah, I'll get an intro later on. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Sunday night. Sunday night. We're almost into March. Next week is March. Next Saturday is March. Getting closer to spring. I hope you're all doing good, man. I'm doing good. Hope whoever drops in is doing good. I actually see 56K in the. Well, I actually saw 56K. Drop a comment. I'm grateful for that. I hope he's still in the chat. I hope everybody else is going to end up joining the chat too. You know what? I hope he's doing better. I understand if he's not going to be in the chat because he still might be sick, but hopefully he could listen. He might be able to listen on, but that's Degrassi. He's sick right now. Yeah, Brian, we're going to look at a John Campea video. Oh, first of all, if you're a current subscriber, make sure to smash the like button and share this out. If you're watching this for the first time and you see what you like, make sure to like and share, subscribe, whatever, please. Please. Okay? I'm here. Red is partying at Diddy's. I wonder if Red will join later on. I don't know if Blind. Oh, I did invite Blind. I haven't heard from Blind all day, but I sent him the link to join the stream, Blinded. So if he wants to come on, he might be doing some work for school. So this might be a little. Did Michael solo or not? I really. Okay. It's good to see everybody here so far. 56K. It's only one. I know people are gonna show up later. They always show up about 5-10 minutes later. Okay, so we're gonna take a little bit of a. We're gonna pass this off a bit, delay it a bit, until we get more people in. So I'll talk about stuff. I really have no updates on anything. Oh yeah, I do have an update. Not a really big update. I'm not like Tony, where Tony always has an update every single week. He has new plans every single week. I'm kidding, Tony. I'm not taking a shot at you, buddy. Or am I? No. This update is I'm just gonna plan to make videos again. Starting again Monday. I'm gonna try to get more into the video game making process. Not the video making process of making just videos again. I know, the latest movie news, TV news, video game news. And I might just make some videos, opinion stuff, my thoughts on some stuff. That's it. And like, say, for example, today, apparently, like Moon Knight may, next time we say Moon Knight in MCU may not be a season 2. Season 2 may not happen. So I may tomorrow make a video, I make a video say Moon Knight Moon Knight will return, not in season 2, or something like that. Then I'll make a stream later for tonight talking about that. So I'll make a video on the topic. Then later that I'll make a stream on the same topic. I'll do stuff like that. Some videos there will not be a stream about later that night. So, for example, let's say they cast Batman Tuesday afternoon, the DCU. Let's say they cast some actor for Batman DCU afternoon. I'll make a video on it. Actually, I might make a stream on it. If they announce that Batman, this is not going to happen, but if they announce DCU's Batman Saturday, I'm setting up a stream right away. But if I see something like Marvel announces a Ghost Rider movie. I'll make a video on it, and then I'll make a stream on it later that night, or stuff like that. Sometimes some news that breaks will turn to a stream, not a video. Will not be a video. Like if they do announce a Batman for DC it gets announced this week, that will be a stream, not a video. Guarantee it. As soon as it drops, it's gonna be a stream. It's good to see you, 56K. I wonder where everybody else is. All right, because this is a John Campea stream, guys. I know you like when I talk about Johnny C, the camper. Now, okay, guys. Let you all know. Let you all guys know. This is not from his Campea show, not his weekly show. The weekly daily, the daily show he does every Monday to Friday. Not from his daily show, okay? This is not from his daily show. This Gooning. This is from his open mic that he did today, okay? And I was just close to do an actual live stream of watching live his open mic, but I decided not to do it. I was literally 5 minutes away from doing it, but I decided not to and decided to do it later that night. All right, so this is him on Fantastic Four. That's what we're gonna talk about. Not Fantastic Four. Oh my fucking god, Captain America 4. Captain America 4, the second week. Not so good. Not so good. In fact, the third highest drop for an MCU movie in the history of the MCU. Box office drop. Not so good. Okay? And if Tony's here. Gooning. Okay? Not so good. Yeah, what's up? All right? Not so good. All right? Not so good. All right, so I'm going to pull this up. His open mic show he does, okay? I'm going to get rid of this banner because you can't see my avatar. Obviously. All right, so is the volume on? Yeah, okay.
Well, hey there, guys. Greetings and salutations, and welcome to this installment of Open Mic, the show where the mic is open, the floor, as they would say, is yours. What do you guys want to talk about? That's what we're going to do here on this Sunday afternoon.
All right. So we're going to get into this. Now, I don't know how long this is, okay? I don't know how long this is. This is 2 hours. This is a 2-hour open mic, so this might be longer than expected. But I don't know how much he talks about Captain America, Brave New Worlds. I don't know how much he talks about that. I don't know how long he talks about that, but I'm going to listen to it and see.
Of course, your host, John Campea. Good to have you guys here. And here's how open mic goes. It's really quite straightforward. If you guys have a topic you'd like us to discuss today, go ahead and fire it on in on the super chat. Now, I know normally on the John Campea show, the way you send in questions is to our tip link, and you can send in questions for the John Campea show anytime that you'd like at our tip link. But here on here on open mic, we just use the super chat feature. So if you're watching live, and unfortunately you have to be watching live, you can't send in a question if you're watching later in the day.
There you go.
Go ahead and use the super chat feature and send in a question, and we'll get around to answering it as long as I deem it appropriate to be answered on the show. Good to have you guys here. Thanks for joining me here today. And man, good weekend of sports. Celebrated my buddy's birthday yesterday. Got to watch the Lakers and Luka win. That was kind of cool.
Nobody cares about the fucking Lakers, man. Shut up with the fucking Lakers. Nobody cares.
And now we're here to talk about some of our favorite things, movies and movie news, TV and streaming, whatever else is on your mind. We can talk about it here on Open Mic.
What's
All
up,
right.
Sideways?
Now, as we normally do on Open Mic, and hello to everybody who's already in the live chat: Amias, Jose, K Major, King Daddy Goat, Ketchup, Mario, Joseph, Ron, everybody who's already here. We've already got like 500 people in the live chat. Good to have you guys here. So,
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Yes, everybody. Yes, spawn me.
I usually like to start off Open Mic by picking a topic to address for a few minutes.
Look at him scratching his head. Hey, Degrassi, you got him scratching his head. Look at that. Look at that, him scratching his head. at the 152 mark, he's scratching his head. I don't know why it's funny. I don't know why it's funny. It's just funny. I don't know. I don't know why it is. It just is for some reason. Oh, funny thing is, there's a wrestling movie coming out next week. Or the week after. I don't know. I didn't know about this, but there's a wrestling movie coming out. Yeah, everybody went to see Captain America the first week. I don't know. It's not that good. It's okay. It's okay. It's not the greatest. I know Degrassi like it, but it's not. I find it's not. It's like it's mid. It's middle. Like it's not the.
And it's difficult not to address the one we got to talk about here today. Box office for the weekend report is in, and Captain America: Brave New World took a 68.
Isn't this a little preemptive to Dark Match? No. Is this a little preemptive to say it suffered 68% drop in second weekend when it's still Sunday? Because it's still Sunday, right? Last time I checked, today is Sunday. I don't know. Maybe it's Monday. I don't know. Okay. Last time I checked, it's still Sunday. So how can you come up with this article? How could Rebecca Rube come up with this article and say Brave New World suffers a 68% drop in the second weekend when the second weekend is not officially over? I don't understand, but I guess it's based on pre-sales. Yeah. But whatever.
Percent drop on its second weekend. Now, I want to put this into context a little bit.
Nothing.
Before the weekend, when we were doing the John Campea show, one of our viewers, one of you guys, wrote in and asked on the show, how bad would it be if Captain America: Brave New World took like a 67% drop? And what I said was, well, I don't think it'll take a 67% drop, but if it does, it would be terrible.
Oh. Sideways. That's what we said about we said Deadpool and Wolverine saved the MCU. Remember? Everybody said Deadpool and Wolverine saved the MCU. Want to play Helldivers? I think we're approaching an end stage MCU. Well, it came out today that they're X-Men and they're in development. The X-Men in development. I'm like, but you said that last year when you're looking for writers to pitch their idea for X-Men. So last year they'd be in development.
Normally speaking, on a regular movie, what you want to see for your second weekend drop off at the box office is somewhere between 50 and 60%, right?
Also, guys, was last weekend a holiday for you guys too? When this movie came out, was it a holiday or was that the week after? I'm not talking about Valentine's Day because this is not a Valentine's movie. Or was it the week after? President's Day. Here we had Family Day. I don't know if that's the same that week or it's the week after. No, I think this week was the holiday. The holiday, the Canadian. No, was it? Was it? Was it? Yeah. Was it this Monday? Holiday? Yeah, yeah. Yes, true. Degrassi. It was also. I don't know if Super Bowl is a holiday, but wasn't it an actual government President's Day? Thank you. President's Day in Canada. We don't have President's Day. We have Family Day at the same time. So more people. Also, I'll say this. I'll say this. I said this multiple times in my stream in the past week. And where I live, the Wednesday before the movie came out, right? Yes, it came out on the 14th, but when it comes out on the Thursday. That Wednesday, it was snowstorming. It was snowstorming like crazy. It was bad out. So the next day, schools were canceled. Schools were canceled. High school and elementary school, middle school. They're all canceled up here where I was, right? But the movies were open. Stores were open. Movies were open. Guess what the kids did that stayed home? Some of the kids, teenagers got to get tickets to see Captain America at 4 o'clock p.m. on Thursday. Now I've been to movies at 4 o'clock on a 3 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock on a Thursday. Let me tell you something. Besides summertime, because summertime there will be kids, but during the school year, there's no fucking kids around that time on Thursday. But since there's a school was canceled, there was kids and teenagers. I guarantee you, if that snows, I mean, I don't know how much it affected the box office a little bit from the northeast, I guess, side of the North America, but that snowstorm definitely helped the box office for Captain America on its first weekend. I guarantee you it did. If there was no snowstorm in the northeast, especially where I live, it'll make less money on the Thursday. They might make it up on the Saturday, the Sunday, the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the days after. But I guarantee. But if there was no school, right? If school was canceled, it would have added. Like I know from experience. I've been to movies at 4 o'clock during the school year, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock during the school year on a Thursday. Kids and teenagers are not there because they're in school, unless they're playing hooky, man. Now they definitely could make a 4 o'clock show because schools do close at 3:30, so they technically could make a 4 o'clock show if they want, but not a 3 or 3:30 show. And most of the time they will not go to a movie, so go home and do homework. Who wants to bring a fucking bag to a movie theater, right? I'm just saying.
If you drop any less than 50%, oh my God, that's amazing. If you drop any more than 6,
I know John Campea and people like this doesn't take this into account because he lives in fucking California and they don't get snow. So, but he's from Canada, he should know. But I don't think the people doing the box office take that in count. Honestly, they should, like that Luis Fernandez guys. But whatever. Like I do think the weather. I do think the weather could affect a first week in box office. I think it can help it, and I think sometimes it can hurt it. Hi TJ, it's sideways.
that's concerning. Now, there are exceptions to that, right? There are exceptions. Like what happens in week 1, it only opened limited, and in week 2, it went wide. Well, that would obviously be a big exception. But the other big exception, which you often have to apply to Marvel movies, is if week 1 was a massive box office hit. Because if you get a movie that makes like $150 million on its opening weekend, you can expect, doesn't always happen, but you can generally expect that the second weekend.
Also, Also, right? We know Ant-Man. Ant-Man made like 400 to 500 million. I could be wrong on that, right? Right? Um, I could be wrong on that. Obviously, 400, 500 million. And historically, in Marvel, there are two movies that they released in February: Black Panther and Captain Marvel was March, but I'll include the March slash February. Historically, they really done well. They both made $1 billion at the box office, but Black Panther came off a very hot Civil War. Civil War was great, and T'Challa, Black Panther was one of the standouts of that film. And he might be the fucking standout of that film. Not Spider-Man, T'Challa. Like Chadwick Boseman, if you could arguably say he is a standout of that film. I said phone almost, but film. And that just helped this movie, Black Panther. Not only that, it was a good movie. Mickey 17 is out. Good movie. And that movie came out before Infinity War, right? Now, Captain Marvel was not Black Panther. Not Black Panther, right? Not Black Panther. Not the quality was not as good. Not even close as good. But end of Infinity War, we got that credit scene when before he got snapped, Nick Fury, I have someone. He has the device or something that alludes to Captain Marvel. That helped Captain Marvel a lot, and Captain Marvel big for Endgame. Ant-Man had nothing really. Ant-Man didn't lead into some big ensemble movie, right? The next movie in 2023 was Guardians. Yeah, that kind of is a ensemble movie because it's a team, but I'm not talking about like Avengers kind of ensemble, right? Even Captain, exactly, TJ. And this movie, it's not an ensemble movie. It doesn't lead into some big event, even though at the end credit scene it kind of alluded to Doomsday. But Doomsday is not the next movie. The Avengers Doomsday is not the next movie. Thunderbolts is, right? Thunderbolts is. So it's really apple and oranges when we compare February and March movies in the first three sagas compared to these three sagas.
And will be a little bit bigger of a drop off because so many people already went to go see it. If $150 million or $200 million worth of people go to see a movie on its opening weekend, well, I mean, that means a lot of them have already seen it, and you might see a little bit bigger than normal second weekend drop off. But that was not the case with Captain America Brave. Captain America Brave New World did not have a giant opening weekend by Marvel standards.
Marvel standards. It had a solid opening weekend. I think it had a solid start opening weekend. But the crash was big. The crash was big. Oh, it made more than the Marvels in its first weekend, man. Disney Plus did hurt a lot. Marvel Studios is going to be fine. I'm sure Marvel Studios can be fine. I mean, they're not losing money on this. They'll be fine because they have Disney. Dark Avengers is going to flop.
It had an 88 million dollar opening.
You know what big movie? You can't, but this is not as big as this movie I'm going to mention. But because I think the movie I'm going to mention should be the bigger movie. It is a bigger movie. BVS. You remember BVS's first weekend box office? Wasn't like 300 to 400 million? And had a massive drop off and only made like 800 at the total. This is making it sound like BVS territory. But the thing, right? What Captain America Brave New World had was the reliance of the Marvel MCU. What BVS had was the reliance of Batman. Okay? Because I feel like my hot take here. My hot take, and I think a lot of you agree. BVS, Batman versus Superman. I'm going to say this. My opinion. I think I think if it wasn't for Batman, they wanted Batman because they feel Man of Steel wasn't a success to them. And you know what? We need Batman. We need Batman. Batman. Spider-Man and Civil War is the answer to Batman. Okay? Okay? They wanted Batman. They saw the popularity of Batman. If it wasn't for Batman, I don't think anybody would. And Batman only helped that movie make 200 million more than Man of Steel. This is talking about a character who came off, yeah, different universe, different all that, but came off a trilogy. A trilogy. 4 years after a trilogy.
Weekend. So my assumption going into the weekend was, okay, well, it won't drop 67%, but it'll have like around the 60% drop. But it dropped 68.
Data
And
without
it dropped.
context doesn't tell the full story. Understand why with SurveyMonkey.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Percent. Playing on over 4,100
Okay,
screens.
let's take a look at this.
Took in 28.
The monkey. Yeah. The monkey. The monkey, guys! The monkey. They should have made a Ben Affleck Batman before BVS. Man, that Ben Affleck movie became the Batman. Okay. Look at 68%. Wow. Shut up. Oh my god. It's good to see 56K. Oh my god. It's good to see you guys fighting in the chat. I don't know. It's funny. It's funny to see you guys fighting. Oh, wait. Yeah, where's Blinded? We need Blinded in this. Where is Blinded? All right, look. Okay, look. 68%. Okay.
$8.2 million to drop 68.3%, which is the third largest. Somebody fact check me on this, but I believe that it is the third largest second weekend drop off in all of the MCU. Out of all 30 plus movies they've done, a 68% second weekend is the third worst they've done. Is the third worst they've had. You would hope that with only an $88 million opening weekend, which again, there are many movies that would love to have an $88 million opening weekend, but most movies don't have a close to $200 million budget and are part of the MCU, the biggest grossing film franchise.
Every accusation is an admission. It would be hilarious to be saw would be cast as debut with our character of Batman Brave and the Bold. I don't think it's that much older. I think it's like 7. I don't know. I think he's like 8 years older than Chalamet. Chalamet, what, in his late 20s, early 30s? How big is he suppressed advance? Nothing from that, DeGrasse. There's no reports or news about that.
In cinema history.
It came out.
But with only making an $88 million opening weekend, you were hoping that what would happen is that there would be some positive word of mouth, that maybe there were a lot of people who didn't get around to seeing it opening weekend and instead decided to go out and see it its second weekend. But that's not the case. That's not the case. Took a $68.3 million opening weekend.
Look at Pacifica.
And in 2 weeks total, it's now made like $280 million, far behind what the average Marvel movie track is. As of right now, worldwide, Captain America Brave New World has made $289 million.
See, this is a problem now. I said it so many times on my streams. A Marvel movie has to be really, really good or really, really bad. There's no in between now. Right? It can't. Oh, because it can't until this week. Oh, okay. I'm just saying, like, a Marvel movie cannot. When do we treat Marvel movies like it's the be all end all of? Newsflash: most movies that end up making $1 billion at the box office are not exactly Oscar worthy. You know. Just look at the movies. Just look at the list of the movies that made $1 billion. You'd be like, yeah, this is not Oscar worthy. Okay, if you look at the movies that don't make a lot of money at the box office, they're always up for awards because they rely on streaming. They rely on streaming a lot. It's true. When eggs are $13, yeah, man, prices go up. Who wants to? Exactly, Degrassi. People don't like. They want to pay for the food too. When some people could wait a few months to wait to stream, it comes on streaming.
It needs to make somewhere in the neighborhood of $400 million to break even. I think it is still possible that this movie breaks even. It is still possible this movie can break even, but not if it keeps dropping at this click. Just to remind everybody, Captain America Brave New World has the worst cinema score in Marvel cinematic history. Thor Love and Thunder had a higher cinema score. Remember, cinema score are audiences that the company interviews as they are coming out of the movie theater, and they talk to them at movie theaters across the country. And Captain America Brave New World has the worst cinema score of any Marvel movie ever. Worse than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. By the way, I think Captain America Brave New World is better than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. But it has a worse cinema score than that, has a worse cinema score than Marvels. I happen to like the Marvels, but whatever. Has a worse cinema score than Thor Love and Thunder. Has a worse cinema score than Iron Man 2. For the record, I think Captain America Brave New World is better than Iron Man 2. But regardless.
Yeah, that's banking. I know. That's true.
I only bring that up to draw attention to the fact that don't expect there to be some late rush, right? Don't expect that, oh, there's going to be this groundswell of support. Like, say, a movie, one of my favorite films of the past bunch of years, Greatest Showman, right? Greatest Showman started very slow. Let me see if I can bring up the numbers. Greatest Showman. All right. So the Greatest Showman only had an opening weekend of, let me see if I can get this properly here. Had an opening weekend
Yeah, he likes the
of
Marvel. I'll slap him. Fucking Avril Lavigne. Oh my god.
$8 million. Greatest Showman had an opening weekend of $8 million. $8.8 million. But because the movie was so well received by audiences and people kept talking about it and people kept going out, that even though the movie only had an $8 million opening weekend, it ended up with 469.
Yeah, but John Campea, here's the thing. I'm going to give you a point. I'm going to give you a movie last year that people waved a lot. Degrassi told, like, waved a lot. I'm talking about Max Fury's Road. Furiosa. The prequel to Fury's Road. Good movie, but it underperformed. Not every movie word of mouth helps. I'm sorry. Not every movie word of mouth helps. I think it's a luck, honestly. I think a lot of it's a luck too. I really do think there's a lot of luck that plays into it. With Greece is their numbers up. That's not real. Also, I think there's a lot of luck that plays into it, man. Okay. Okay. I'm just saying. Word of mouth equals watch pirate version. Yeah, that's true too. Like, I think movies is sometimes based on luck. What am I? Look, Madam. Oh, okay. I finally got blinded. Madam Red was a horrible movie, but it was never a movie on fucking Netflix for a fucking week. Okay? Hey, blinded. What's up?
Word of mouth equals watch pirate version.
No, I'm just saying. I think word of mouth is sometimes based on luck too. Like a movie could be good, but the word of mouth doesn't help it. It's sometimes, I
Yeah.
put up. I use the example of Furiosa, right? Well
Mhm.
received movie, but the word of mouth didn't help.
Right.
I think there's a lot of luck to it. How are you doing, man? How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, this is like the first time I see 56K in my chat in like forever.
Yeah. This is the first comment I see. I thought it was funny. Well, look, unless you're Jimmy Cameron. Do
Also,
not call him Jimmy.
yeah, the thing is, the people that here's a good point. Oh, Jim Cameron. Also, I'll say this with Falcon with Sam Wilson. You introduced him being he became Captain America in Falcon Winter Soldier. Okay, a lot of people, most of the people that watch the Disney Plus shows are not really the hardcore people. Okay,
Mhm.
um, so a lot of people are probably confused. That definitely hurt the Marvels. That hurt the
Right.
Marvels. Wow.
I mean, the Marvels wasn't
Well, he liked the
it
Marvels.
wasn't good. John Campea liked the Marvels,
Yeah, he said it on the stream.
but he didn't like Captain America 4.
Yeah,
What in the
Captain America 4
fuck?
is better.
Yeah, Captain America 4 is much better than the Marvels.
I
The
know that
Marvels was obnoxious.
the villain, like I know you weren't sold on the villain. I wasn't sold on the villain, but the villain in this movie was so much better than the other villain. That villain was so over the top. Like,
Mm.
oh my god.
There's a lot of superhero content. That's why I say they need to put out less shows and less movies. And hopefully, when they do have something, like in all honesty, this year, we should have maybe just gotten Thunderbolts. I wouldn't even say Thunderbolts. I would just say Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
and Daredevil. And you would have had another two wins, right? But again, they made so much content, and this year
Darben.
has a ton of content.
The villain name was Darben or something like that.
Darben, yeah.
That's the actress is actually Tom Hiddleston's wife. Uh, uh,
Million, basically $470 million at the box office, right? Another movie like that would be Elemental. So if I bring up Elemental,
So
Elemental
what
had
is
a
he saying
very
here?
modest opening weekend, $29 million.
oh,
Oh,
But it
he's
made
he's
saying
saying
the
he's
opening weekend is low, and then it goes on to have legs.
yeah. How the word of mouth,
I
how so
mean,
much
it could leg out, but I mean,
not
look at Elemental. It didn't even get to 500 million.
yeah, exactly. Also, it doesn't work for every movie.
Yeah,
It's
let's take a second look where the comment is low. Common
look,
highlight is confusing.
people love the completionist, the complete unknown, but it's struggling. Like it's been in theaters for 2 months, right?
Hmm.
It's struggling. I don't know where it's been now. Well, let me see the unknown. The unknown box office now. Mojo.
Box Office Mojo.
The complete unknown, right? That's what it's called, right? Okay, it's made 105 million. Came out December 25th. getting nominated for major awards, possible award winners, but it's only cost 105 million, and it's been 2 months. It doesn't. Okay, doesn't exactly help all the time. The word of mouth.
No, yeah. I mean, once word of mouth, that's why people look at the cinema score because it's kind of a good
You're-
indication of where the movie is gonna potentially leg out. But this movie didn't drop as low as Ant-Man or the Marvels. The Marvels still has
The
the
third. It's the
biggest,
third.
or the
It's the
it's
third.
yeah, it's the third. Yeah, but I mean, but according to the
Yeah.
cinema score, it is the worst scoring MCU movie.
Yeah.
So if that was the case, then it should have dropped like the Marvels, but the Marvels was not, I mean, it didn't open as big as Captain America, and it wasn't a well-received movie. So,
My point is that big Hollywood movies and the ones that get nominated for awards are not the biggest success at the box office. Just saying.
right.
That's like my point. Okay? All the awards are being nominated for the Oscars. And Nora, what's a Nora making box office? A Nora, right? Right now. Right? It's been okay, 37 million worldwide. Okay? And that's getting nominated for awards. The actress, the movie. I'm just saying, like, the point is, this has been going for some time. The big movies, the big Hollywood blockbuster popcorn flicks, compared to the movies that get nominated for the Oscars, are always the best film. Those ones don't make the much money. Don't make it anywhere close. And they're the better films. Like, uh, they rely on streaming, and they rely. I personally think there's too many award shows, though. I had to say that. I personally think there's too many award shows. They're doing the SAG Awards now today. I think there's too many damn award shows. But whatever. I don't think you need fucking SAG Awards. Um, I don't know why fucking a union. I don't know why fucking union has an award show. I don't see that in sports or anything like that.
Well, the union is wants to highlight its union members.
Just do that by defending them. Don't award them. Defend them in cases. Defend them. Okay. You don't need to award them.
I think Sonic 3 hurt Cap 4. Honestly, I just think Cap 4 wasn't a movie that people were interested in going to. And I think I think it was a mistake to make Falcon
I
and the
don't,
Winter Soldier and then 4 years later make
I don't think the boycott hurt it at
this
all.
movie.
Honestly, the boycott did not
No,
hurt the film.
I don't think the boycott hurt. No. I think what hurt the movie overall is that one, it hasn't had good word of mouth. Two, I think they should have just had Falcon and the Winter Soldier be this movie. Like, because again, I seen some people say they were confused as to
Yeah.
all of a sudden he's Captain America, and which is weird because I mean he is set up to be Captain America in Endgame, but yet I
They
guess
probably
people
thought it should be
didn't
Captain
know
America
that.
right away, not like had
Well,
to
I
go through
think
the whole
some
show.
people knew he was going to be Captain America right away, and other
Yeah.
people didn't see Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and they thought that the movie would still explain it. That's why I think Marvel messed up because why would you have a TV show and then do a movie? I think that wasn't necessary. Like it took away from first off one, there wasn't I've seen a lot of people, and this was my criticism too. It felt like there wasn't a lot of weight in Brave New World. Like Sam Wilson didn't really have a an arc, and I feel like why didn't you just take what was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier and just put that into a movie and just have him be kind of building up
Yeah,
to
what you could have
him
done,
being Captain America?
and you could have built up when Bucky did when he's leads to Thunderbolts too at the same time when they go their separate
Right.
ways, right? Instead of having um, instead of this
Yeah,
direction.
I don't know why they did that. Maybe they thought they needed the time to tell the story, but I don't think so. I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier could have easily worked as a
That's too
movie.
Degrassi.
I think it probably would have been better received as a movie.
I just think if they did it in a movie, I would think they need a better villain. Honestly,
Well, I mean, a U.S. agent would have been I mean, here's the thing, right? Because they have Red Hulk here, right? Which Red Hulk is supposed to be a draw, but you're only now establishing Red
Oh,
Hulk in this
oh,
movie, right?
they promote him like he was gonna be the draw to get the crowd in, despite
Yeah,
knowing we knew that he was only gonna be there for a limited time, like 10
right.
minutes. He was literally on the poster too. Um, it's not. I don't think it was like mis. I want to say it's false advertising because it did show him, but it was It was a little bit misleading. I would
Yeah,
say. I would say.
yeah. I would say it's misleading too
Yeah.
because it's not. You know, it's not like there's 3, 4 sequences with Red
No,
Hulk,
no.
right? Like if you were to watch the Avengers movies, there's a couple of sequences with the Hulk, right? The
Yeah,
Hulk is a character who does get some action, but the Red Hulk, yeah, I think that was a missed opportunity too.
that show did go through a lot of changes because I know the original
Yeah,
plot was supposed to be some sort of disease, some virus,
right,
and COVID was going on, so they thought it was too insensitive at the time, right? So they had to change it to like a bomb or something like that, right? A
right.
bomb.
Another thing they could have done was because I seen people say that Captain America and Thunderbolts are kind of similar. So maybe they could have just merged those two movies and have Sam Wilson leading
Yeah,
the Thunderbolts, and then that they would just become the new the Avengers. But because I mean, it's not like they're doing one, they're not doing the original Thunderbolts idea. Two, they're
what
not
the?
doing the Dark Avengers, really. They're
No,
just
they're
taking
not.
anti-heroes and villains that are
You
still
know what's
around and just putting them on a team.
You know what? I follow Cosmic Marvels on Threads. Sometimes they like to post rumors from the scoopers who make up lies, but the funniest thing I
Mhm.
read was like Sentry saw a movie, and
Yeah,
then the guy,
I did see that
and
that
then
they're saying,
the guy that they kind of sourced it from told him that's not true. I never said that.
yeah,
So I'm like, what the fuck, a Sentry movie? Nobody wants to see that.
yeah. I don't think they're gonna make a Century movie. I mean, there. Why would you make a Century movie? I don't see the point of that.
Yeah, this is a good point. This
The
happened
first
before.
cell. The more, hold on,
And it's
wait. The
not
more of
Marvel's
something
first
you see in
film.
previews, the less you see in the
They're not.
movie. Yeah,
They
that's a good
done
point.
look. They've done things that all of us have done bad things. Yeah, a couple of them were under mind control, man. Like Taskmaster and Bucky were under mind control. The
Mhm.
Suicide Squad, nobody there was under mind control. Harley Quinn was not under fucking mind control. Okay, Deadshot was not under fucking mind control. Okay, Captain Boomerang was not an anti-hero. Like some of those characters in Marvel Suicide, you could say were hero to anti-hero and maybe a little villainy, but Captain Boomerang, he's not an anti-hero or a hero. He's a fucking villain.
All right. I think the Thunderbolts. If the Thunderbolts kills off two characters in the movie, I would say yeah. I'm gonna just we're gonna have to call it Marvel Suicide Squad. I mean, someone is gonna die, but if they kill off multiple people,
Whoa,
then
whoa.
it's 100% Marvel Suicide Squad. I mean, it already is Marvel Suicide Squad just
You,
based on the
I
trailer.
have to get this. You're gonna do a stream at 3 o'clock your time, which is 6 hour time. You're crazy, man.
Yeah.
I good props for you, that man, Red. You're crazy, but I gotta give you props for that. So-
See you Diddy lovers later. Holy shit.
I have to.
Are you
I
gonna
just.
buy Thunderbolts Kills the Avengers this May? Yeah, maybe.
I hope so. I hope there's a Batman news. If there's Batman news, if it breaks through Batman news, I'm doing a stream right away. I'm like setting up a stream. I almost
Hmm.
did set up a live stream for it to watch Campea's open mic.
Hmm.
I almost did. I was so close. Oh, the Australian friends. Oh,
Hmm.
you like Australian friends better than Canadian friends?
Diddy gonna
It
walk.
ended up going on to make half a
Diddy's gonna
billion
walk.
dollars, $496 million on just a $29 million opening. again, much like The Greatest Showman, even though nobody thought it would be much and nobody went to go check it out at first, it built this groundswell of support, and more people kept talking about it. And as more people talked about it, more people thought, oh, we should go check that out. And they would go to check it out, then they'd go see it again and became a big hit, right? Well, a lot of people
Yeah,
are
but
kind of
here's the thing,
hoping
right?
that same kind of
Here's the thing.
thing.
He's using I mean, Elemental, I think, is a good example, but The Greatest Showman came out in December. So I wouldn't say that's a great example because most movies open low in December and then they leg out because people over the course of the holiday season go and watch movies. So
Yeah.
I would say Elemental is more of an example of a movie having strong word of mouth where people started to go see it because it did come out in mid-June. There's still school, there's still stuff going on, and then over time, people during the summer went to go see it because they heard it was good. It didn't make as much as I'm sure Pixar wanted it to make compared to their other movies, but it still was able to recuperate. I mean, especially compared to The Flash. The Flash just fucking floundered and flopped.
Yeah, I think she did. I think she did.
Jeez.
That's Mr.
Shit on her
Man's
head.
wife.
My
Mr. Man's
fucking
wife.
God.
Yeah, that's Mr. Man's wife.
Oh my God.
This is, I mean, Mr. Man, Mr. Man he's definitely up to some kinky shit. Like, and what is it called? What is that called? Water sports? Is that what it's called? When it's like, isn't that
Jeez.
a kink? People like piss during foreplay on each
I
other.
guess Aaron's just going, isn't that water sports? And then he's like checking his notes. Hope they don't expose me.
I go check up what type of water sports on the search engine. You see like people peeing during
Yeah,
sex and
that shit
stuff.
is gross.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I
Disgusting.
don't know how people can have a thing for that shit. That's disgusting.
Well, you know, apparently who has a thing for that, and I guess
Who?
it makes all sense. Trump.
Oh my, the golden shower stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. Now we got talking about that. That's not Degrassi's fault. You made us talk about Degrassi.
Can happen with Captain America: Brave New World. Another good example of that, somebody just mentioned it in the live chat. Sir Malcolm in the live chat mentioned Mufasa. All right, Mufasa, $35 million opening, less than half of what Captain
Again, a
America: Brave New
December
World opened
release.
with. Okay, Mufasa,
Mhm.
$35 million opening, less than half of Captain America: Brave New World. And it went on to make basically $700 million at the box office.
Captain
Why?
America is
Because
still
even
going to make
though,
400
frankly, people like
at
me didn't
least
like Mufasa that much,
400.
Also, there was nothing in January. Let's be
Yeah,
honest. January really had nothing.
Captain America is most likely going to end its run at like 400. If it ends at
Yeah.
anywhere below 400, that is not good at all.
Uh, Also, January really had nothing in it. So all the
Yeah.
movies from December probably people went to see in January. Okay, like
Yeah, it's the same thing I was saying. It's like I don't think that's a good example. There's other examples where it's throughout the year a movie does leg out and does much better than what they, the initial first weekend. Jeez.
oh, that actually did happen. Well, it's not real crap, but it's funny. I'll show that on my wrestling channel. um, Cube to Coop.
I didn't like it that much, just to be honest with you. But a lot of people did. They saw it with their
Coop.
families and they told other families to go see it. And it
How much did Transformers 2 make? Because that movie made a lot of money, and that was shit.
I'm sure it made some money because they made another one and they kept making more.
$836 million. That was bad. So that was bad, and they kept doing that. I mean, like, and that was a
Yeah.
bad movie, but it made money. Bad movies make money. I'm sorry. There's been instances where a lot of bad movies make money. Okay, okay. Most of the time, good movies make a lot of money, right? But there's a lot of times where bad movies make money. Sorry.
Yeah, but the MCU, I mean, what's an MCU movie that you would say is, well, I mean,
I,
I guess, okay, well, I'd say that before I even finish that sentence, because
well, I'll
I was gonna say
say
what MCU movie that is bad that
uh,
made money. Then I was like, oh wait, Thor Ragnarok was bad and made money. I guess you could say Doctor Strange
um,
too, but
Doctor Strange 2 wasn't bad. It was just there was some things that you could say was not exactly the best, but I don't think it was bad per se. I think it was average, middle, but like
yeah, how much did Thor: The Dark
um
World make? Did it make over 700? I don't think so.
okay, I'll say this. I think in the first three phases, some of the bad movies made money. I'm not talking about billion, but like at least 400
What
like
did
600 million.
Thor: The Dark World make?
Thor Dark World. 644 million.
Okay.
See, like the thing is, I would say in the first for phase 1 to 3, a lot of the bad Marvel movies made money, decent amount of money. I think what changed was 2022.
Yeah.
After 2022, 2023
I think it was
changed.
Ant-Man that did a ton of damage because Ant-Man's
Yeah.
because first off, one, they were building up some hype to Ant-Man, even though the Ant-Man movies never performed as good as the other MCU movies.
No, it was 400, 500
Yeah,
million about.
but
That's
it
it,
floundered
right?
because it was such a bad movie, and then I feel like people kind of began to lose interest because I mean Black Panther still made money, and then Ant-Man came out, that was bad. Then Guardians of the Galaxy came out.
That was
Yeah.
fine, but the
Well,
Marvels,
Guardians of the
that was
Galaxy is also a movie that legged out too, because it opened low.
yeah.
It only opened at like what 110 or something, compared to the second movie, and then it went on to outgross the without adjusting for inflation, it outgrossed the first two movies.
Hmm.
So that yeah,
Overperformed. Degrassi thinks they overperformed the first two.
well, the first Ant-Man movie did what? Did it cross 500?
I don't know. When I heard they were making an Ant Man movie, I'm like, what the fuck, Ant Man? Like seriously? Like seriously? I was like, not.
Well,
I don't know, not
The
not.
first two Ant-Man movies never even opened to 100 million, and I'm pretty sure the second
No.
one got to 600 million.
Well, the first one made 519 million
Okay, well,
worldwide.
there you go.
But I was just like, when I heard they're gonna make an Ant Man movie, I'm like, why fucking Ant Man? Seriously? Like,
Well, it was gonna have Edgar
right?
Wright,
Like,
and then they dropped him.
yeah, Ant Man 2 box office. I think Ant Man 2. What was it called? In the Wasp,
Mhm.
right? In the Wasp. Do you think if he comes back, you think they're gonna write off Hope
Yeah,
or
no one,
recast?
no one likes Hope anyway.
You know what? Recast her the better actress, maybe. Oh, but that man two made 622
Yeah,
million.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like those
But
movies
yeah, but I mean,
open low compared to other Marvel movies, and then they still made a decent amount of money.
it did. It did help that it came after
Yeah.
Infinity War. Yeah, blinded as Daredevil. Well, season 2 is coming out next year, guys. So good thing season 2 is coming out next year. Is there two Disney Plus shows, Vision Quest and Daredevil season 2 next year?
That movie not this movie underperforming, I think means okay, I think Thunderbolts is gonna open low. I don't think it's gonna open at 100 million. I think it's gonna open maybe 70 to 80. And if the movie's really good, then you will see the legs kick in. Because I have a feeling that people, if they hear a Marvel movie's bad, they won't go see it. But if it's a good Marvel movie I have a feeling people will go see it. Like, I don't think Marvel
Mhm.
as a brand is dead. I just think people are not going to watch every single Marvel movie like before because there's was just too many of them.
I think there's people. I think that most of them are just waiting for Fantastic Four. Honestly, this
Well, I
year.
think they're waiting for anything that is
Most,
good. If Fantastic Four is good,
yeah.
then it will leg out. If it's not a good movie, then that's not, well, first off, that's not good, but it's gonna underperform. So that's why I say if Marvel wants to have uh bigger hits or consistent hits, they should make less movies. Because if you're going to make a ton of different movies, and let's say you
I
make five movies and two of them are well received, at that point, Marvel is just going to be putting out more flops
I
than they are hits.
you know what I think Marvel should do if they want really want good movies? Go for directors that don't have like 2 or 3 movies on their fucking resume. Go for somebody who's experienced like
Yeah.
DC does. DC's going for the big time directors like
But
James
I don't think
Mangold, for
the
example. You
experienced
know?
directors want to work with Marvel because everybody already
Yeah.
knows how Marvel operates.
I mean, yeah. Who's the biggest director they ever got? Kenneth Branagh, Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh
it's not the Russos.
no. But
Um,
I mean at the same time they got people like James Gunn, right?
oh,
The
but I think Kenneth Branagh's still a bigger director than
No,
James
I'm
Gunn.
saying I'm talking
Yeah,
no,
that's
no.
true.
I'm saying
That's,
that they got people like James Gunn. That's a new talent. I mean, James Gunn was around, but he wasn't a well-known director. So I'm saying if they
no.
probably want to stick with that idea of like, let's have an unknown talent or undiscovered talent that could blow up and turn their movies into massive hits.
DC is not thinking that way. DC is thinking the opposite.
Well, DC just hired the Clayface director is not a
Yeah,
big time director.
Clayface, you got a good point. Good point. But with the Supergirl, I think experience,
Yeah,
the Sergeant Box experience, obviously James Mangold, James Gunn. I think they're going. I think DC is going a little different direction than Marvel.
yeah.
I think. Well, it sounds like DC is focused more on quality.
Yeah, I think DC or Marvel should find people that work well with the material and they're somebody that is new. Like I don't think just bringing in established directors is going to solve everything. Like I don't think that that changes
But but
r-
but bring in directors who fucking care about what they're going to adapt. Because so
yeah.
you could tell some directors don't give a shit.
Well, yeah, I don't think
You
they
could
I don't
tell.
yeah, I think like people like Nia DaCosta not a good choice, right?
Taika Waititi,
Yeah,
who's okay at
Taika
other stuff.
Waititi
I
is
mean,
not a
he
good choice for long term, at least. Like they need to look for people who are going
yeah.
to be the next James Gunn and Russo brothers, like people who are going to
Well,
stay with
the
the
thing about James
franchise.
Gunn, you know, the thing that James Gunn and Russo's have in common. I think I'm not sure about the Russos, but I think the Russos are were comic book people, loved comic books growing up.
Mm,
James Gunn too.
yeah.
James Gunn too.
Well, I think
I think
Shackman or whatever his
it's like
name is, I think
yeah,
he could be like that too. We'll have to see. But I think they need to pick people who, one, they're not big time directors, but they still have their own sensibilities, or they can bring something interesting to the franchise.
yeah. You know what? You know what it's like. You know, okay, I'll direct fucking Thor, even though I know nothing about Thor, but it's gonna help my career, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm joining this massive universe, this massive juggernaut. It's gonna help my
Yeah,
career. Where
Type
I think with
Taika,
James,
here's the thing though, people liked Thor Ragnarok. I personally didn't like Thor Ragnarok,
yes, they
but
did.
Thor Ragnarok was a success. They said it rejuvenized Thor. And but the problem was Taika Waititi was not a person that wanted to stay with Marvel long term, and he didn't have interesting ideas in comparison to what the Russo brothers and James Gunn did. So I'm saying
Who
that
did that? Kenneth Branagh.
they need someone who is stylistically interesting or refreshing, but is someone who is going to
The
stay
mis-
around for a long time.
You know what the mistake was with Thor with Dark World? They couldn't keep Kenneth Branagh to do the
Well,
sequel.
they kept changing directors.
Yeah, they should have tried to keep Kenneth Branagh.
Yeah. Yeah, people wanted to go see everything.
Great, good. That's true, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I said they need to have they can still have the TV shows, but like have a character that is going to stay on the TV side. right? Like, don't make them
Well,
cross
Moon Knight.
over repeatedly.
Moon Knight's not getting a season 2 now. The guy said,
Well, they
yeah,
said the
it's not going to be
season
the
two is
season
not in
2.
development. I mean, as of right now, but they have plans to use them somewhere else.
Well, they also said, oh yeah, the same guy said, yeah, we're in development for X-Men. But I'm like, you said
Well, they are
Marvel Studios said they're in
because they're
development.
writing the
Yeah,
script.
but they said it a year ago. A
Well, a
year
year ago
ago.
they
It says
started
like something
writing the
new.
script. So,
Yeah,
and
so
now there's a rumor
what? Like,
the guy who said that was the TV guy, right? Is he's not,
oh, don't know the mail.
no, no, the guy who what's his name, Brad something?
Brad Rinder
Yeah,
bomb.
he's the one who said they're working on X-Men, and I took that as they're working on X-Men TV shows because he's not in charge of
He
the
did mention
movies.
season 2 and season 3.
Yeah, he was
He did.
commenting on the TV shows, and on top of that too, there was a rumor going around that Marvel is actually going to make a X-Men TV show first before the movie. So I don't know, maybe they heard that
I
rumor
mean,
and
they
they
did.
wanted to say that they are working on something, but
Why did they basically postpone? If you could say canceled the 2 live action shows, because I know that other show they canceled is not a live action. That was a cartoon they canceled.
well,
Terrifier, I think it was supposed to be a
for
cartoon.
what?
The Terrifier show.
Oh, you're
A
talking
couple
about
days ago, they canceled Nova.
they didn't
Yeah,
cancel. They just said they're not moving forward with them just yet. They said they could move
I
forward with
mean,
them eventually.
okay. I wonder what else would the placement have, or maybe there's no replacement. Maybe after Secret
I
Wars
think they're
or
going to
something.
they're just gonna wait. They're just gonna
Yeah.
probably not make as much shows because what's going on,
Do you
and they're just
think
gonna stick with what works, which is Daredevil.
Paul Dameron? Why do you don't call him Oscar Isaacs? You just call him Paul
Yeah,
Dameron.
main event should be TV shows, supplementary should be
Yeah,
the main event should be
yeah.
movies, supplementary material or content should just be
X
TV shows.
X Men should not be a TV show. It should be a freaking movie.
Well, I think it is going to be
If
a
it's gonna call if it's a
movie,
movie,
but I think
yeah.
there's too many X-Men teams to not have a TV show.
Well, you go with the main team. Whatever the main team you're gonna focus on should be
Yeah.
the movie. Okay. Because when you introduce mutants, when we're talking about mutants, we're not just talking about X Men. We're talking about other mutants too. That okay? You can make a TV show
Oh,
called
and by the
Mutants,
way, I
and
wanted
then
to say this. This just reminded me. Did anybody see the comment from the director of Captain America 4 saying that when the leader is talking about that they're coming, he's talking about the Illuminati? Did anybody see that comment?
I thought he was talking. I thought I saw something about the Illuminati was originally supposed to be in it, but no,
No, he
he
didn't
just
say.
said
Yeah,
they
he said they
said
were originally going to be in it, but he also said that the post-credit scene of the leader talking about whatever he says, I can't even remember, but I think he does say they or they're coming or
they from other
yeah.
worlds, stuff like
Yeah, he
that.
said that that was
Yeah,
referring to the Illuminati.
I thought it was referring to like mutants from other
I
worlds
thought
or
it
the
was
X or
just
Fantastic Four or other
I mean,
villains.
I guess that implies the Illuminati is still going to be involved in Secret Wars, even though,
Well, it's gonna be a different Illuminati now because we know they're all the one we saw were
yeah,
dead.
well, it has to be a different Illuminati, but I mean, he's also saying that they're going to come from other worlds, so
So you might think like one Illuminati from this universe, one member from this universe, then another member from this universe. They're gonna come together as like an
well, I
Illuminati.
guess it would have to be because it would
Yeah,
have to be that way. But I mean, they're the ones who, it, during the incursions, they were the ones trying to stop it, right? But the
yeah.
MCU, like that's the thing. The MCU needed to have their own Illuminati, not a multiverse Illuminati. That doesn't even make sense because the whole point of the Illuminati was that they were protecting the Infinity gems, right? And each one
Keeps going.
was given an Infinity gem to protect. Well, the Illuminati have Tupac and Biggie Smalls, I guess, at this point. This is Marvel
Oh my
Studios.
god,
They
Jay
don't know what's
Z,
going
Jay
on.
Z. Oh, what you think? X Men? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You told me you said this a bunch of times,
yeah.
Gun, about Gun in his
And
influence
he
in the
already
MCU.
confirmed this too, right? He said that he was the one that wrote
Yeah.
out the lore for the Infinity Stones.
Yeah.
Built up this groundswell
Maybe Marvel Studios should have
of
fired.
support.
Maybe
Only
they
opened
should
with
have hired
$8.8
Gunn.
million, or only opened with $25 million,
I should have,
or
but
even though it only opened in the case of Mufasa with $35 million, those movies went on to collect huge box office because of the support.
Is your
oh
technology
yeah,
as
and by the
advanced as
way,
your ideas? Dell
by
AI PCs and workstations adapt.
Okay. Okay, go.
by the way, right? I mean, okay, here's the thing, right? He's arguing movies that open low that went on to go gross more, but there's also a trend of movies opening high that tend to gross overall their gross is low,
Mm-hmm.
which Captain America is looking more like that. It opened still pretty big, right? So it's very possible that over time it just shrinks to the point where it doesn't even get to 400 for the Infinity Stones. Let's make the Infinity Wrappers. Oh man.
Biggie Smalls or Tupac could
Are
be
they gonna all are they all gonna fight Diddy?
Mo. Did he use Thanos?
Yeah, Diddy as Thanos.
Oh, Thanos. Oh my god. Is Jay-Z gonna sacrifice Beyonce for the Soul Stone?
I guess.
Is Tupac gonna come back from the snap?
Think he's gonna yeah, he's gonna come back from the snap. Bruh. Crazy. Yeah, Diddy as Thanos and Jay-Z as Loki.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
The
He's like
Rippaverse is gonna
he Diddy's trying to collect all the baby oils.
The Rippaverse is gonna make Rippaverse is gonna
Yo,
make an
TJ
arc.
just said it. TJ, I didn't even see his comment when it came up. Yo, that's funny. Diddy with the infinity oils. Yeah,
Eric
that's
July is gonna be
crazy.
Thanos. Eric July
Yeah.
wishes.
No,
I
well, I
mean,
mean,
Eric July is gonna go rogue and make himself
he,
purple.
but I mean, well,
I mean,
instead of snapping everybody out of existence, I guess he has snapped his own talent out of existence and his creative abilities. And that was it. This is the thing. They have a missed opportunity with the Illuminati, right? Because in the lead up to Secret Wars, and I've talked about this, the Captain America was on the Illuminati, but they mind wiped him because he disagreed with how they should handle the incursions.
Mhm.
That would have been an interesting to see in the movies. You could have had maybe it could have been Sam Wilson, maybe it could have been another character.
Sam Wilson feels the same
Um,
way as
but you could have
Cap.
had one character beyond the Illuminati disagree with their events, and then they get mind wiped, and they start
I,
to realize what is going on, that they
I
were mind
remember.
wiped
I
in order
remember.
to, yeah.
I'm not sure which part of the arc it was. I remember in Batman
Mm,
when they mind what when Zatanna mind wipe Batman because they're doing something to
mm,
Doctor Light and didn't and he was against it, right? Because
right.
and Zatanna mind wiped him, right? And
Hmm.
Zatanna and Batman go way back, and then later on Batman regained his memories and basically ended his friendship with Zatanna. And I think that's what led to him creating Brother Eye. He couldn't trust metahumans anymore because of that.
Mm,
I think so. And the whole meta Brother Eye created Brother Eye was obviously hacked by Max Lord and all the OMAC stuff, right?
right.
I could be wrong. Somebody could correct me, but Chuck Dixon.
Yeah, that Working Man movie looks
Oh, are
cringe.
you? Hey guys, I could buy Ice Up 3. It just came.
ISOM 3 after what, 3 fucking years?
Yeah, well, ISOM 3, ISOM 4 will be 4 years from now. ISOM 5 will be 5 years.
Holy shit.
Oh no! If I hope if what I hope fucking Chuck Jason gonna be invited to the premiere? He's gonna bring Eric July with him.
Eric July's gonna get on his hands and knees and beg.
Yeah. And Sturgis will be right behind him, kissing Eric July's ass.
No, man. Well, actually, if he does get in, Sturgis is gonna be at the door going, I know Eric July, I know Eric July. Get out of here, shrimp. Get this fucking garden gnome out of here. And they just like push him to the side. And
Eric
Eric
July
July
versus.
just walks past him. That'd be hilarious.
The funny thing, these people always fight among themselves. They always, it's funny. They always
Oh,
blow
yeah.
up. Blow up, man.
Yeah, right now Melanie Mack is losing a ton of subscribers. It's hilarious.
Is it because of her take on the video game thing about this is just to cover up
Yeah.
all this shit? She's because she's a hypocrite. People, even the kid.
All her like simps right now, like they all say, yeah, she's right. But if Melanie Mack started selling bathwater, they would all buy it within an instant. Well, it's
Yeah.
holy water. I have to buy it.
Yeah.
I have to buy it.
If you were able to make fart into a physical thing, they would buy her farts.
Yeah, they would. I need to buy the holy water. So get the hell out of here.
Well, holy water. If they buy holy water from here, they're gonna melt. They're gonna melt. It's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna make it from the holy.
You know what they're doing with that holy water.
Well, if they want to melt that part of their body, go ahead. They won't be able to,
Right when it comes through the door, they're chugging that shit down. These nasty fucking weirdos. Went against the Gooners. Yeah, I know.
Well, they wanted the Melanie Mac oil for their little,
Melanie Mack is a secret closeted gay.
A lot of homophobes are secretly closeted.
Bathwater's little dudes. It's
I think
OnlyFans
she
and
is.
Buzz now.
I think she has a crush on Laura Croft. Neurotic is playing a face turn. She's gonna be good guy now. What the fuck?
Finding a face turn, as in what? Like
It means he's
gonna
gonna go,
finally get
he's gonna be a
facial
good person
surgery,
now.
plastic surgery to fix his face.
No, face terms. It's a
No, it was
wrestling
just a
term.
joke.
It's a wrestling term meaning he's gonna. In wrestling, there's a thing called face and heel, baby face and heel. A heel is a bad guy. A face is a good guy.
Am I the only one who gets creeped out looking at Neurotic and his bug eyes with his glasses?
Yeah.
He's got these bug eyes with those glasses. They make him look. Yeah, he needs to
You
get
hear
some
Venting
better glasses or some shit.
Venting Advantages is a video on Captain America. Oh, Sam Wilson's bad
yeah.
because he's black.
Oh yeah. I saw a little bit of it, and then I was just like, whatever. The quartering is closet 100%. Yeah. Melanie Mack had a crush on the girl that looked like Laura Croft, but love hurts, and she went down to the Christian.
Well, we don't think it's that. We think it's she had a meltdown after her marriage. I mean, me, you, and Tony.
Yeah, I think she snapped or something. She went crazy. He got the bug eyes because of all the meth he does. Yeah.
Oh, I remember the last stream you were on when I burned him. He commented on stuff on X about grooming children. I'm like, yeah, but you sell meth. You sell meth to children.
Oh yeah, you said yeah, exactly.
He was accusing of grooming children, and I'm like, but you actually went to jail for selling meth.
Yeah, you were hanging out at the local high school.
Yeah, you weren't accused, man. You were caught. Jay Della Rose.
Yeah, all these people are. That's what you got to understand about these people, right? Like they're Christians and they talk about everything. They're talking about everybody else is a sinner, but you notice how they don't talk about how they're sinners. It says everybody's a sinner in the Bible.
Here's the thing: when you,
but I guess John Della Rose, he can't acknowledge that. He can't come to terms that he is a sinner.
I find people most talk about religion on YouTube are mostly the fakest ones. They're the fake.
Oh, yeah, they're the fakest and the craziest. And if you
Yeah.
just throw that shit back in their face, it's funny.
Hmm.
Because yeah, John De La Rosa and Melanie Mack are sinners. They are the out of all of us, they are the biggest sinners. Because first off, one, we have a list of all their sins. They've put them out there. They are degenerates. So whatever they say, just throw that shit back in their face because it's out there. Melanie Mack, we have tons of evidence of Melanie Mack. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Melanie Mack had some type of OnlyFans or considered having an OnlyFans and then just decided not to because now she's going down this route.
You
So
know, her only fans is her getting naked and like, have you seen the movie? The, which one? Da Vinci Code. You see Da
yeah,
Vinci Code? You
yeah,
know Paul Bettany's character, the one who is assassin for the church, but every time he sins, he gets naked and he whips himself in the
yeah, and
back.
he hits it. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's what Melanie Back does every time she's
yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. That's a good one. Yeah, just total fucking lunatic.
yeah.
Yeah, those slobs. The anti-woke denied us Melanie Mack OnlyFans. I mean, but Melanie Mack is like, I mean,
She'll make a lot of
fuck,
money on
man.
there,
She
honestly. She probably would make a
no,
lot
but
of money
she's
on.
like sticks, man. Like, oh my god,
Yeah,
like she looks like she's fucking dying of anorexia.
but there's
Holy
sick.
shit.
There's a lot of sick men out there that like that kind of stuff. So no,
I mean, she also another thing too is she's almost 40 and she dresses like a
she
15
dresses
year
like a
old.
rich. Melanie Back is so she's actually so religious. I'd be like, if you went back, I don't know, when Salem's witch trials, about 1600s, 1700s, I'd be like,
Yeah.
you'd be accused of a witch easily.
Yeah, she who like she looks, I mean, the way she dresses, how come no one has pointed out that she looks like a sinner?
Yeah.
No one has. She's always talking about, she's always cussing and swearing, but like, I swear, some of these people, like, they say, "Oh, I'm a real Christian" and all this stuff. Okay, if you're a real Christian, then why don't you go
The
to
ones
her and say, "Hey, you look like a sinner. You look like a degenerate. You have a choker. You're wearing a choker." You know, some of
she's
the
wearing a
absolute clowns,
choker.
man.
she
Fucking
put
clowns.
The whole reason I brought up the whole bottom of the barrel cinema score, and it is the worst cinema score of any Captain or
MCU
of any
movie.
Marvel film. It's just to illustrate the point that I don't think Captain America Brave New World is going to have that kind of groundswell. I think it's still possible that it can break even. I do. I have personally not given up that this movie can break even. I still think that's within the realm of
I think the only
possibility.
reason why he's saying
But
that is because his love for Bob Iger.
It's like, Bob Iger, please invite me to T23 this year.
Yeah, Bob Iger. Listen, I have
Can't be exposed.
trust and faith in you, Bob Iger. I
Bob
love
Iger.
you, Bob Iger. Gulp, 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 gulp,
Yeah,
gulp.
he has a hard on for Bob Iger, but he had a hate on for Chapek,
Yeah.
right?
Well, yeah, because Bob Chapek stole pushed out his man, right? He didn't like to see that. Look at there. He's sitting there thinking about Bob Iger. Hello, darkness, my old friend. The time he was in the hotel room with Bob
Bob
Iger.
Iger, Bob
They're
Iger
they're
stole.
in the bed together and John's like, so what's the next Marvel movie? What's gonna be? And he's just asking him questions and Bob Iger's there just having a cigarette going like, John, I can't take this anymore.
We need to break up.
Yeah, we need a breakup. We need to go our separate ways. And John is reflecting on that moment when Daddy Iger kicked him out. No more, John. No more D23. No more red carpet premieres. No more of this dick.
Come
Goodbye,
on.
John. And he just closes the door. And that's it. That's it.
if anybody's hoping that Captain America Brave New World is going to be the next Mufasa or be the next Greatest Showman or be the next Elemental, I got sad news.
Nobody's thinking about this movie being the next Showman or Elemental, but I know the point you're trying to make. Like how word of mouth helps it. It's not. It's not. It hurts.
I don't think it's going to be it. And it's a not. That's the fact of the matter is, Captain America: Brave New World's just not that good of a movie. I think, I personally, by Marvel standards, I think it's a pretty poor movie. Again, I don't think it's the worst Marvel movie. Again, there are a number of films I definitely think it's better than Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I think it's better than Iron Man 2. I think it's better than Thor 2: The Dark World. But
okay, you mentioned 3 bad movies, but it's better than Love and Thunder. It's better than the Marvels. There's a lot. PUBG bad. I know.
I'm not so sure it's much better than any of the other ones. I think Thor: Love and Thunder is better than
No,
it.
it isn't.
I think The Marvels is better than it.
No.
It might be better than Black Panther 2. Those are both movies I don't hate.
Oh, no. Black Panther 2 is better than this movie. What's he smoking? Why are you smoking,
What is
buddy?
he smoking
Black
for
Panther-
real? Did he just say that? What?
He said
Huh?
He said it's better. No, he said he might Black Panther 2. This movie might be better than Black Panther 2. No, Black
Yeah,
Panther 2
I
is
don't
better.
agree with that. No. I don't. I like he's saying he liked the Marvel more, but then he's saying this movie's better than Black Panther 2. What the hell,
Yeah.
John? That's a crazy take. Okay.
John, the fucking villain in Captain Marvel is one of the worst villains the MCU has ever had in the Marvels.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Off topic. I would rather smash. Well, Sideways is always talking about Abby now. What's going on, Sideways? What's going on, Sideways, man?
You mean
He's just
Abby
like
from
every
Abby
yeah
from
from The
okay.
Last of Us.
You know, isn't Abby a lesbian too, or no?
No, she's straight.
Okay, but she doesn't have muscles in the show, Sideways, so she would be able to crush
Yeah,
you.
she doesn't have. Yeah, Namor got cucked.
Namor got cocked.
Yeah. Wait, which Black Panther? The first? I think he's talking about the second one.
The second one he's talking about.
Yeah.
Hate.
Yeah,
but
that
don't
I
Of
think
course,
they
he's
were
not
very
talking
good.
about the first one. If he says this is better than Black Panther 1, he gets no legitimacy in the movie talk world. That destroys him. That destroys his whole career.
Well, I mean, even saying the second one, that's I don't know.
Yeah.
The second one has problems, but it's still like it's not a bad movie.
No, nothing was gonna live up to the first Black Panther. I'm just sorry. Black Panther 2 was never gonna live up to the first movie. You can't beat it. Black Panther 1 was like a perfect movie. You can't beat a perfect movie. It's impossible. They Angela Bassett was good in it, but she's not been nominated for Best Actress for that. I'm sorry.
No, I think she should have. I
Actually,
think she should have. Compared to Jamie Lee Curtis, who won for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I don't know about that. That was kind of weird.
no, 2022.
Ooh. I died.
And the word of mouth has gotten out about it that it's just not that good. People aren't going back to see it again. People aren't going back to see it. You know, people aren't bringing other friends to go see it with them. And it took a 68% drop in its second weekend, despite the fact that its opening weekend wasn't all that huge to begin with, again, by Marvel standards. So, now the question becomes, how devastating is it to the Marvel Cinematic Universe for Black Panther, for Captain America, Brave New World,
Who was it? Yeah, he has.
to have
He has. You finally saw the last 2 episodes, right? Yeah, he has. I think Blinded has finally saw the last 2 episodes. Or Friday Neighborhood
For what? Yes, I did.
finally
I
saw the
liked
last 2
it.
episodes?
Yes. Yeah, the same night when we did the stream, I watched those 2 episodes. It was good.
Okay.
The fight with Scorpion
Great fight.
I'm definitely excited for the second season because there's a lot going on for sure.
And they already confirmed a third season
Yeah, they did.
for X-Men.
I was
For
a
X-Men
little
movies.
bit surprised that they announced Spider Gwen. Because I was thinking Gwen was going to be in it.
Ah,
But I thought they were going to do Cindy Moon. That
I'll
was
just
kind of
say
my.
this. I'll just say this. People, when X-Men 97 was announced, people wanted like Spider-Man 98, right? To continue
Mhm.
from the early Spider-Man 90s animated series. Don't do it now with this show, please. Don't have both of them. Just do this show.
Damn, I just suicide by killing
I'm just
two
saying
people.
don't. I'm just saying don't do a continuation of the 90s animated show. Keep this show. Don't have both of them. You don't need two of them. Look at Campea.
This kind of
He doesn't do a sports show
massive
anymore,
problem.
huh?
Mm,
He gave
probably
up like
doesn't
in
have
a
time.
he finished he gives up on it in a month. A month he does it for, and he gives up on it. What a lazy bum.
Oh shoot.
Like how bad is it for them to suffer this kind of a loss, and how much will it damage the MCU moving forward? I have some thoughts on that. And my thoughts are I don't think it's going to do much damage at all. I really don't.
I
Look,
the
we've
straight
got coming up
delusion.
in the
The
Marvel
straight
Cinematic
delusion.
Universe.
Yeah.
This is 100% going to damage. I don't think. Listen, I think Marvel is too strong in terms of a brand to like have a total collapse. Like I don't think we'll ever see like just like when
Yeah.
DC was having like a string of bombs. I don't think that's gonna happen with Marvel. Like I don't think
No, they're
Marvel's
too
ever gonna get
deep.
to the point where every single thing is gonna bomb. No
They're
way.
too
There's no way in
deep. They're
hell.
too deep. There's too deep
But
into it, right?
the more movies that are mediocre, the less likely people will show up for movies that are not going to be good. Because the one thing was that Marvel could make a mediocre movie and people would still show up.
Remember,
People,
this is a studio, right?
Mhm.
It's a studio, right? It's not like the Alien franchise, Aliens, right? It's not like that. It's not like the Jason franchise or the Scream franchise. This is a studio itself. Marvel has, yes, it's technically owned by Disney, but it's still a fucking studio for Marvel related stuff. So technically, they could. I mean, I agree with you. They're not gonna shut it down. They're not gonna shut down MCU and the MCU, and then we start something new with a new universe. Because they technically could do that because it's a studio, but they're not going to do that. They're too deep. They're too deep into this. You can't. There's no way they can get out of it right now. A studio within a studio. Spider-Gwen. I'm like surprised they're doing Spider. I guess they're
Yeah, I
doing
thought they
multi.
would have done Silk. That's what I was thinking they would have
Oh
done.
yeah. I guess they're doing. Oh, they're doing multiverse. And I guess in Friendly Neighborhood.
Hmm.
I'm just not. I was just frustrated because Marvel Studios did not promote this. I mean, look, animation doesn't get as much promotion as live action stuff, but X-Men '97 got a lot of promotion, a lot of press, a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man barely got anything, and it was a great show. It deserved more. And now they're talking. Now they're starting to talk about more because of how well received it was. Like,
Right.
believe in your product, then, please. Oh, the Walking Dead franchise is still alive, man. Just not the main. It's not the main.
Yeah, just not the comics and
the main story. Yeah, they have like the
yeah,
spin-off shows now,
yeah, all the spin-off
they're never
shows. Yeah.
doing the movies, right? They were supposed to do the movies.
Yeah, and they stopped. I'm sure they will do a Walking Dead movie, but it's gonna be a long time from
Well,
now.
the
That's
thing
my
is, when
guess.
the main character from the Walking Dead show, right, Wick, when the actor left, right, um, he was supposed to have a movie. He was supposed to have his character was supposed to have a movie, but they brought him back in a spin-off show because And same with Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is supposed to have movies and nothing.
Daredevil in less than 2 weeks, right? And I think that's going to be a winner. Thunderbolts is coming, which I cannot believe.
Here's the thing, though. I said TV shows could not be what gets the MCU back on track. Okay, I think I lost connection for a second. I'm back. Has to be the fucking
Okay.
movies. They're focused on their effort. Yeah, Daredevil's getting promoted a lot, so much, and I think stop releasing so many damn clips. I know you want to keep people excited, but stop, please, stop. We got fucking like 2 weeks left, and it feels like they're gonna release a scene every single day. You know,
Well, they got to promote it
I'm
because
like,
they were barely promoting it
but they're
before.
always, but yeah, they were, but they're releasing like a scene though, like a minute scene from a scene. Like, stop it, almost every day. All right.
Believe how excited I am for Thunderbolts. I think Thunderbolts is going to blow everybody away. I don't think it's going to be the best Marvel movie, but I think it's going to blow everybody away. And then we got Fantastic Four coming out with a terrific director, great screenwriter, wonderful cast. Everybody's really excited about it. And most importantly, we were saying in the months leading up to Captain America Brave New World that Captain America 4 was the last remnant of the Bob Chapek era
Yeah.
that Marvel
the
had to
grass-
try to function under. Because remember, they went into production just weeks after Bob Chapek was fired.
Here's
So everything's already in place. all
Campea coming
the
out and admitting his
storyboarding
love
was
for
done,
Bob
the
Iger.
scripts are all done, the location.
Because I don't know
John,
what that has
John.
to do with anything.
John, Captain America 4 was filmed when Iger came back. Fucking idiot. Thunderbolts was filmed when Iger came back. Okay? Then Iger come back in 2022 or 2023, one of those years, right? When Chapek left, one of those years, right? Thunderbolts got filmed in 2023. No, 2024. Supposed to film in 2023. This movie was announced when Chapek was in charge, but it didn't get filmed until Iger came back. So, sorry. When a new head comes in, he takes responsibility. Okay, when the old CEO comes in, he takes the responsibility of what the previous CEOs left them. You can't just leave everything what the CEO says is status quo, man. Okay, like, sorry, that's not how it works. Okay. Also, Fantastic Four announced in 2022. I think Iger came back. Oh, guess what? They announced the cast in 2024. Who the cast of Fantastic Four is going to be. Coming 2024. Who's in charge? Who's in charge? Fucking Iger. Okay? Oh, wait. I guess that was announced. Who's in charge?
What happened? Did he cut out again?
Fuck it. Why is... Oh, my God. My connection... Yeah, my connection... My internet's not really doing any shit. I don't know why my...
Okay. Because I thought
Yeah.
it was just me, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he did say I'm a good director, but he didn't. But John Campea did not mention that this is gonna be a second film. I thought it was his first film, but I stand corrected. Okay. He didn't want us attacking me. Can you hear me, Blinded? Am I back?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Locations were set, the film crews were set, everything was ready to roll, and they were rolling on that just weeks after Bob Chapek was fired.
Dude, come to the business. When you buy a new business or you come as a CEO, you inherit what the previous CEO has done, right? But you could change that. You could change that too. So yeah, he inherited Captain America 4, Iger, but he could change it. You can tell Kevin Feige to change some stuff if he wanted to. Okay? Chapek is not Feige's boss anymore. Okay? Iger is. Feige doesn't answer to Chapek. Oh yeah, Sam, I agree. I thought they could release. Everybody thought they could release it at New York Comic Con. I mean, the people that went there actually did get to see it. Like if you actually were there, but they released it. They were supposed to release it the week of the fires, but they delayed it about a week, I believe. That's according to Kingpin, the actor for Kingpin.
Captain America 4 is really the last remnant, really, of that Bob Chapek era. And we said that in the months leading up to Captain America 4. I would also say this. I would say that if Guardian...
That's him blaming the old CEO for the failures of this film. When the new and old CEO comes back, Iger, yes, he's responsible too, Okay? Yeah, I mean, look, exactly, like, Chapek was Iger's choice to run Disney. Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and Deadpool and Wolverine didn't exist.
Deadpool and Wolverine, I'm pretty sure was announced when Iger was CEO again. Is this him being ignorant? His love for Iger.
Captain America Brave New World could have been the nail in the coffin for Marvel.
Iger picked Chapek, exactly.
I mean, if Marvel in the past year or two hadn't had
why Iger picked Chapek? Because they think alike. They think alike. That's why.
Couple of big wins, and let's face it, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was a big win for them. Deadpool.
Okay, I have a question for you, DeGrasse. Blinded. Doctor vs. Madness made a lot of money. Thor: Love and Thunder made a lot of money. Black Panther made a lot of money, right? The 2021, some movies did make some money, but they're affected by COVID. What? So he's not blaming Chapek for the success of those movies, huh? What? Shouldn't he give Chapek praise for those movies? They did well.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He should. Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right?
I don't know why he keeps bringing up Chapek. It's irrelevant.
People love Shang-Chi.
It's irrelevant. I mean, they were retooling the movie significantly, so it's like the movie wasn't good regardless, and it's on a creative level. I don't know what this has to do on a business level, right? Wasn't it a smart idea? Like, I'm sure Bob Iger would have greenlit a Captain America 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is all this movie not doing well is because creatively it wasn't there. So I just don't understand this. Chapek did what Iger told him to do exactly. That's another thing too. That's a whole nother discussion, but yeah, you're right. I don't know why Campea is so obsessed with Bob Iger. He's fucking blowing out cum out of his nose. Like,
this
what
guy,
of Bob Iger's? What the fuck? I don't get it.
This guy used to work for Collider, and he used to work for AMC, right? AMC Movie Talk. Is AMC Movie Talk actually owned by AMC? I think the theater change.
Right.
He should know business then, how business works.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Give me a second. I don't know why Bob Iger, this whole Bob Chapek and all that shit.
He's like, bell the Bobs. That's what he wants.
And Wolverine was a big win for Marvel. If it wasn't for those couple of big wins, I'd say Captain America 4 might have been the nail in the coffin. But the reality is, Marvel PR has been on a real hot streak. Right? They've been on a real hot streak. between the huge positive responses that movies like Guardians 3, Deadpool and Wolverine becoming the highest grossing R-rated film of all time, the big positive PR push and positive buzz they got coming out of Comic-Con with the Robert Downey Jr. announcements and the Russo brother announcements, and then the huge win that Disney
July 2024. Marvel is saved. MCU is alive again. Yeah.
What's it called? What's the Disney event called again? Disney Thumb and Ass. What? Yeah, is that what it's called? Disney Thumb and Ass, the convention? No. What's the damn Disney?
Really? Made a big win that movie. Yeah, right, Campea?
Disney one called again? I keep forgetting. Anyway, not Disney Celebrate. D23. Thank you guys. Jesus I prefer Christ. My name, Disney Thumb and Ass.
You're not Campea. If you're a fan, they will not let you in. They kicked you out. That's the name. Okay, Campster. You know that Campster.
Yeah. But he just loves Bob Iger. Like everything he's got a fucking all the successes recently, Bob Iger. You know what I mean? All the failures, Bob Chapek.
I'm pretty sure all the films in 2022 that made a lot of money were not under Iger.
Yeah. But you know, like he just can't stop with this.
Yeah.
Yes, D23. Thank you, everybody. So D23 was a huge win. So Captain America, Brave New World, I honestly think simply becomes a bump in the road. It's a bump in the road. That's it. Bump in the road.
But that's for every bad Marvel movie or show. It's always been a bump in the road, though. Why is Campea trying to push his favorite pastime as a name of D23? I don't know. It's a good one.
An unfortunate one. I think in the long term, people will look back at Captain America Brave New World as one of the films that goes into the lost column to go along with, you know, things like Secret Invasion or Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania or whatever. But ultimately, I think it's a bump in the road because we hit Captain America Brave New World with such positive momentum. At the moment that any break in momentum doesn't.
Okay. So Captain America derails momentum, but a month later, as Daredevil pick it back up again. We'll see what Campea says about that, right? Because you can change his tune very quick. Watch. And I'm gonna go and say, and I'm gonna say to him, if he does say that, I'm gonna say, you got to separate the TV from the movie aspect side of things. You can't look at this movie's not doing well and say, but Daredevil helps the MCU again. But then
because the TVs kind of had the damage to the movies.
Yeah, so you gotta look at Thunderbolts. Really, Thunderbolts is the test, more the test. You gotta look at Thunderbolts, and the big test is Fantastic Four. Okay, Fantastic Four. You can't do TV to movie. You have to do movie to movie. And you see my point? Like blind, like you have to. That's what you have to do. Because guess what? People don't go to the theaters to watch a TV show. They go to the theaters to watch a movie.
Right.
Them back even further.
And also, they made it clear that under this new guy, Brand Winderbaum, whoever his name is, I might pronounce his last name wrong. They're starting to change how they do Marvel TV. They're actually starting to produce it like a fucking TV show and start up movies. Remember, they're changing the whole thing around because they said for the first few years, they filmed their Marvel shows like a movie, how movies are filmed.
Right.
Now they're actually decided they're going to film TV shows like how TV is meant to be filmed, with showrunners, with writers, and the style. That's they admitted. They admitted to changing that, right? Blinded.
Right.
So if you have to. Yeah. I like talking about this to Grash. Plus, it does give me a lot of views too. Grace actually gets more views, but
Oh damn! I just get freaking.
It just becomes a bump in the road.
look,
So
look.
we've had
I don't
a bunch
think it
of like
is, but we've almost done 2 hours and 2 hours stream, and we're only 17 minutes in.
months of just really positive MCU buzz.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we hit Captain
money.
America:
You
Brave
want
New
to
World,
get
and then
money, too.
immediately
Super
after that, we're going to
chats,
get Daredevil, we're going to get Thunderbolts, we're going to get Fantastic Four. I honestly think that while Captain America 4 is going to historically be looked back on as one of Marvel's
You make your
duds,
shit on Fantastic Four, man.
and I
Last
don't
year.
say that happily. I love Anthony Mackie. I've always loved the Sam Wilson character. I don't think he should have become Captain America. I don't think Bucky should have become Captain
Then who
America.
should
I don't think anybody should have become Captain America. I think Bucky as Winter Soldier is great, and Sam as Falcon is.
Campea, you don't understand. Captain America is not a fucking mantle, and not a fucking Captain America is not a fucking person. It's a mantle. Sorry, I got that wrong. I said that wrong. Captain America is a fucking mantle, not a person. Okay. You know who's a person? I'll tell you, the person is the MCU. The Scarlet Witch. Wanda Maximoff Scarlet Witch is a person. That's not a mantle, because it's prophesized. Okay. Doctor Strange is not a mantle. You want to know why? Because his name is actually Doctor Strange. Okay? Right? Doctor Strange. That's actually his name, Doctor Strange. When he was a surgeon, his name was Doctor Strange. Right? You call him a doctor, his last name was actually Strange. Captain America, Captain Steve Rogers is Steve Rogers. Captain America is not a fucking person. It's a mantle. That's what you don't understand. Okay? People that read, some people that do comic, that read comic stuff, I don't think they understand what a mantle and what and not a mantle is.
Right.
They don't get that. Okay, then you know what? Then he just says there should be no Captain America, right? Guess what? That's one way to kill the MCU. People want to see Captain America, whether Steve Rogers or not. But if you say, we might as well not have a Captain America. I don't think Bucky should be Captain America. I don't think Sam should be Captain America. People would be like, I'm not watching the MCU anymore. There's no fucking Captain America. I'm sorry. And John Walker. You see how stupid that is, Blind? Not having Captain America in the MCU? That's fucking stupid. That's fucking stupid. It's like saying, you know what? Nobody should be a Superman. No. He is really stupid. I'm not talking. Superman's not a good choice. Not a good hero to use. Who's another mental? Character's a mental.
Is great, and you should have just kept it as that. But whatever.
Gamora is not a mantle. Gamora is actually her name, right? Gamora is not a mantle. Groot is not a mantle. Rocket Raccoon is not a mantle. Okay. Some characters are mantles and some are not mantles. Thor wasn't supposed to be a mantle, but he became a mantle, right? Yeah.
I think they're going to look back on this as a bit of a loss that they took, but ultimately it won't be that big of a deal. I really don't.
James Bond, the last James Bond, 007 was not a mantle. It went to that new agent, right? If I remember, No Time to Die. It went to that new agent, 007, I think, if I remember correctly.
Now, let's talk again if Daredevil sucks. Let's talk again if...
we will be. We'll be blinded. We will be, right? We'll be coming back to him if you talk about Daredevil, right? And we're gonna do like a review show of that. We're gonna do like an after show review of that Daredevil. If Blind is free to join, because I know he's still at school.
Well, no, because I have reading week when Daredevil comes out.
Oh yeah, it's a very strange schedule, Blinded, because they want to end it before season 2 of Andor.
Oh, I see. So they're gonna release 2 episodes at the ending.
Um, let me check. Let me check. I think Daredevil first 2 episodes premiere. Yeah.
Yeah, but if they're gonna end it early, that means they're gonna have 2 episodes because it's 9 episodes, right?
Okay, so schedule for the first 6 episodes have been revealed. Nothing as of yet for the final 3. So, um, so episode. So I just know for the 6 episodes. Episode 2, the first 2 episodes are gonna premiere on March 4th. Episode 3 is gonna appear on March 11th, the week after. Episode 4 on March 18th. But episode 5 and 6 are gonna be on March 25th.
Hmm.
Yeah. And the final 3 episodes will be in April. Because they wanted to get it before Andor season 2 comes out. That's why. Because Andor season 2 comes out April 22nd, right? So you can't do a single episode starting in March because that would go into May. And you know Marvel, not necessarily not Marvel, you know Disney does not like overlapping Star Wars, Disney Plus show and a Marvel show together. You know, they're only overlapping that, you know? No, they've
Hmm.
never done that before. So they're not going to do it now. Which, honestly, if Daredevil ends at the beginning of Andor season 1, like if say the episode 8 or 9 is at the beginning of it's in the same week as episode 1, 2 of Andor season 1, I have no problem with that. Like, who cares? Just show Daredevil on just have them back to back. Just show like Andor season on a Wednesday or Daredevil on a Tuesday. Just do whatever, man. Who cares really? If you really ask me. Yeah, check my
Yeah,
expectations.
yeah.
You go ahead.
Sometimes Marvel doesn't want them to conflict,
Yeah.
or not Marvel, Disney. Sorry.
Hmm. Yeah.
Daredevil sucks. If Daredevil sucks, well, then we got to have a conversation. Now, let's really talk again if Daredevil sucks and if Thunderbolt sucks. Because then you'd have Cap, Daredevil, and Thunderbolts all in a row. Well, now things start to, because that goes from being a bump
Okay.
in the road to what's called a losing streak.
Okay. What if this? What if this? This is not good. Oh, look at that freeze frame. Okay, what if this is bad? Daredevil's good and Thunderbolts is bad. Um, is that a speed bump still is not a speed bump anymore? What if? Okay, what if 2 of them are bad and 1's good? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say, Campea? What are you gonna say? Because I agree with you. If all 3 of them are bad in a row, it's not a good look. It's not a really good look, obviously, if all 3 of them are bad. But if one of them is good. What if Daredevil's bad and Thunderbolts is good? Okay? Captain America is a wash, obviously, because that's out. It's not very well received. It's not making money, whatever. It's mixed reviews. It's not. But what if either Daredevil or Thunderbolts is good and bad? What? Are you gonna say that? Are you gonna say that, Campia? Are you gonna say that?
Marvel broke their losing
Okay,
streak.
no, he's not gonna say that. You see, when he says if all 3 of these are bad in a row, yeah, this is more than a bump in the road. But he doesn't go to a possible hypothetical outlook. Say, what if one of them actually is good? You know, he doesn't do that. Like to me, I'm the type of person who would do that. I think I just think differently than Campbell in that sense.
Hmm.
But they've got a bit of a winning streak going, but now they've hit Captain America. Now if Daredevil tanks, when I say
Dude, Campbell, winning streaks always end. Okay, they always
tanks,
have an ending.
it tanks with the viewers and the audience doesn't like it that much,
But here's the thing: don't always do fucking. You can't always use a sports analogy in movies. Winning streaks. Doesn't always work, man. Okay. or losing streaks.
Thunderbolts.
The only franchise to have a fucking losing streak is Sony Spider-Man stuff. Like amazing.
Tanks.
streak.
That's not. Then it's not a bump in the road anymore.
maybe
Then it
DC.
becomes a losing streak. I have confidence in the world that Daredevil, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four will all be good. Again, everything is out of the Bob Chapek era now. It's now under the Bob Iger era, which means that Kevin Feige actually had his authority back to make these projects.
Oh
I
my
think
God!
everything is going to be fine for Marvel. I really do.
The dick writing is insane with John. Holy shit! It's always like, oh, Kevin Feige's gonna have back his. Can't you just admit that Kevin Feige took an L? Kevin Feige took an L, and they're trying to fix it.
Yeah, even Kevin Feige missed a couple of years ago. Yeah, like we're kind of rough patch. You know what? They should release it on regular cable TV. Do that. People actually might watch it more. Instead of streaming. You know, you just turn instead of people watching on streaming service because you could watch that anytime you want. Well, you don't need to watch it live, right? But if you tell like what station does Disney Plus own? Disney own ABC.
ABC, yeah.
So if you like say, oh, Moon Knight season 2 is going to debut and episode 1 is going to debut on ABC, you might get a lot of people watching it. I'm serious. You might. Instead of streaming. Yeah. Why would he have the confidence? Why would he feel the need to be confident about something he has nothing to do with? Good point. He's just trying to get the good graces of okay.
Even though I think Captain America
just wants to bend down behind Iger or front.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Behind or in front. You know, you get the idea. You get the point.
New World is one that kind of fell on its face. Listen, guys, you may agree and you may disagree. I'm just telling you the way I saw it. And you can feel differently. You may really like Captain America Brave New World. If you did, that's great. I'm jealous. I wish I enjoyed it too.
You're jealous?
But on my show, I can only give you my honest opinion, and my honest opinion is Captain America Brave New World just wasn't that good.
Fine.
And it's reflecting in the box office. Not that every good movie makes great box office, but the fact that this has now become the third worst second weekend drop-off in Marvel Cinematic history. Again, double check my facts. I might be one or two off, but I think it's the third worst. I think that's all a testament to that. So we will have to see how all that goes. Guys, the question is for what do you make of this? How big of a deal?
That's because this show is amazing. The show is amazing, Holy Murders. It's a great show. The rest of the Marvel content ends up disappointing. There will be really. Here's the thing. Avengers Doomsday might be bad, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. It's gonna cost $1 billion. I'm just saying, it could be the worst Avengers movie. It's still gonna make $1 billion. Still gonna make $1 billion.
Is this?
If it's a really good movie, it'll cost $2 billion.
68.3% second weekend drop off for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think it's bad for this film, but I still think the MCU is going to be fine, particularly because we have Daredevil, Thunderbolts, and Fantastic Four all coming up in short order. I think that's going to right the ship. We'll be right back onto a winning streak. But we just hit a bump. How big of a deal is? Maybe you think it's a bigger deal than I do. Maybe you think it's no deal at all. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your
Let's see what the first question
thoughts.
is. What's the super chat question?
All right, guys. With that down, let's get on to the reason that we're here, shall we?
If
We're
it's
gonna
not about this movie,
take
then
your
we're ending
questions
it.
here
We're ending it.
on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And we're going to start off with Mike Vetter, who writes, "Hey, John, do you think it's possible that the reason Kathleen Kennedy is still head of Lucasfilm has less to do about her and more to do with maybe they're struggling to find her successor?" No. Lucasfilm is the type of thing where
Let me
When you're
skip this.
talking about an organization, a roadmap for the future of their franchise, she failed to do that. And number two, make sure it's beautiful, epic, full of heart, and one of the best animated films I've seen in years. Also, character, a skilled guy, a loyal guy. Spider-Man did it well. No, they did not. For Miles, when most people accepted that there can be a non-Peter.
Oh, he's not going to the.
Why did
Zemo
he say
thing?
no? Wait, why did he say no? They did
Oh, I
not.
thought-
Why did he say that? I'm confused. Why did he say that about
I don't
Miles?
know.
Is terrible as the head of Lucasfilm. It's one thing if just some brain dead, toxic, everything Kathleen Kennedy is sucked. Blah, blah, blah. I get it. You can tune out anybody coming from that background criticizing her running Lucasfilm. But I am not saying that. As well,
I
I'm
don't
saying that
care
as somebody
about
who
fucking-
respects her a great
We're
deal.
not here for Star Wars.
That goes off when danger is near.
You know what?
Same.
Fuck this. I think we're. All right.
Fuck
All right. We
Campea. Want to come out and say I am
fuck him. I think
Campea exposed.
you know what's funny? He says he doesn't. He says he doesn't think Fantastic Four is going to do very, very well. He was like bashing on it. He thinks Fantastic Four is going to do very, very well, but he was like bashing on it like a year ago. Oh! I have that. I have that clip. The V shit. I gotta print that up. I forgot to use that. That's gonna be my thing. I mean, for Fresh Prince, you know the Wii from Uncle Phil. I have that. Because Grace Randolph uses that Wii stuff all the time, right? Right. You know, she does it all the time. When you watch her videos, she's like, "Wee." You know, I think we could all say we don't want this, or we want this actor to play this. You know, yeah, Grace does that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want that. I have that. I have that clip. Next time, if I do a Grace video and she mentions that Wii all the time in that kind of context, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see that Fresh Prince clip. He doesn't talk sports anymore. Why not? Like he gave up on like in a week. No, this is a sports show. Talks about sports every single day. Then he says, "You know what? We're going to do a weekly Monday show," and then he doesn't do it. John Campea, the only consistent thing John Campea has really done is his daily show and set an open mic. That's it. That's
Mhm.
it. That's it. That's it. Oh yeah, yeah. We? Who's we?
He does the royal we like the MCU is his favorite sports team.
He really does. Oh man. All right, guys, we're gonna end it here because it is open past
The-
midnight.
the royal we or the veto we. only
Yeah,
only
you see this on X. You've seen this on X all the time. I can think we can speak. I can speak for everybody. That we don't want this. Look, we.
yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna end it here. Blinded. Any future things for you?
Not really. Kind of busy.
Let's get you to
Maybe a
500
stream.
subs, man. You're almost at 500.
Yeah,
You're
almost.
there, man. You're still 416 or got a couple more?
417.
Okay. Get him to 500. He just needs what? 83?
Yeah.
83 subs. Yes, once again, guys, I'm gonna make videos again. Try to be more consistent with videos. And if there's like some, also let you know. Let's say if there's a video I make, I still might make a stream talking on the same topic as the video. So, for example, if like say, I said it's gonna be if actually this is not a good example. I was gonna say if the DCU's Batman gets announced like say tomorrow, that's not becoming a video. That's gonna be a stream right away. As soon as it gets announced, I'm making a stream right away. But something less like that. Like today, for example, the head of Marvel Television, Brad spread. Whatever. It might be Winterbomb. I might be saying it
Yeah.
wrong. Then Moon Knight probably not get season 2, but we'll see Moon Knight again. That'll probably be a video, and then I might make a stream on that later in the day. Okay. It really depends on the topic of the video I make. Some videos I make, there's not gonna be a stream on the same topic. Okay. Okay. Let's say I do a trailer for some movie or some show. I might make a video on that, and then do a live trailer reaction breakdown later that night, which I've done before.
Okay. I can't believe it's 12. Holy shit.
Well, because we're having fun. When you have fun, time passes by. That's the only downfall when you're having fun. Is when time flies by. All right, thank you.
Peace, guys.
All right, thank you, guys. Degrassi, I hope you feel better. Degrassi's sick right now. I hope you're doing better.
I hope you feel better, Degrassi.
But yeah, make sure to like, share, make sure